I am the devil, and don't you forget it. Hi everyone, I'm KK, and today we are going to be doing a deep dive into the failed businesses of the Vanderpump Rules cast.
Leave him the alone! He's a battered wife! Look at him!
So right now in present history, part 1 of the Summer House reunion just dropped, and I'm feeling a bit activated. So to calm myself down, I thought I would go back and do a rewatch of Vanderpump Rules, because truly I would say it's the best television show of all time. The show premiered in January of 2013, and I would say that that show is like the perfect time capsule of 2012 to 2020 fashion, music, culture, everything. It is such an amazing sort of like case study in how we as a culture have developed and changed over time, as well as just like a wonderful opportunity to look at past fashion trends and the business opportunities of these fledgling wannabe celebrities. So the thing about Vanderpump Rules, as I mentioned, it started 2013, so it is just the beginning of influencer culture. So this group of young people wasn't necessarily trying to be influencers. That wasn't really a thing yet. They wanted to be actors, models, musicians. So this reality TV show was kind of a side quest for them. And often throughout the show, they decided to launch their own businesses, often like how influencers do. If you haven't seen, I actually did a video going through different products that the cast of Summer House has launched, including Loverboy, Daphne, and some products that the cast has just endorsed through influencer sponsorships. But this time, this cast and the history of this cast goes on for so long that we're going to try very exclusively to just focus on businesses and products that they've started and many that have failed. Oh, an important disclaimer, I'm not buying merch. We might look at some merch in this video, but that's not really the focus. The focus is specifically on products that the cast has launched that like are their own entity, not just merch. And we're also not talking about books either. I also have in my possession a whole box of things that we get to try. I wanted to buy things that I would actually use. We got food products, we got makeup. We're gonna have a lot of fun here. This is gonna be like a little half unboxing, half just walk through the failed businesses of this cast. Obviously, I'm not gonna get everything, so this is just gonna be high level, but if you guys like this video, I can always do more, just like let me know. But we're just gonna kind of run through different businesses that each cast member has created, some of which have succeeded and some of which have failed, a lot of which have failed, and we're just gonna talk about them. So if you're interested in something like that, stay tuned, keep watching, and go ahead and hit like and hit subscribe while you're here. We are working towards 1,000 subscribers. We're planning something very special for 1,000 subscribers, so stay tuned. Without further ado, let's jump into it.
It ain't about the pasta!
You are a dirty whore.
Oh,
I don't know what I've done to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio. So let's just start with, really quickly, Lisa Vanderpump. So Lisa Vanderpump begins the show as a very successful restaurateur, is that what they're called? And so she's opened up several businesses. She had, at one point, it was Sir, Pump, and Tom Tom all in West Hollywood. I believe Pump is out of business and Tom Tom is on the verge of closing. Then she's also started a handful of restaurants in Las Vegas, including Vanderpump Cocktail Garden, Vanderpump Au Paris, and Pinky's, which I actually had the chance to go to. So let me just insert some photos. I recently went to Vegas, and when I talked to the Pinky's cast, they mentioned that Lisa is working on a hotel, which is kind of crazy, and honestly, if I ever get the chance, I mean, I'm usually like reserved to stay at the California because I love that place. I've been to Vegas once, but I really liked going there. I had to get the oxtail stew at 11 p.m., you know? But members of the restaurant, oh my God, my dog is burrowing. Don't show everybody, you're being hole. So when I was talking to some of the people who worked at the restaurant, basically they said that she was doing this little promotion in preparation for the hotel. And so it was this little Vanderpump tour passport. And basically you were supposed to get a stamp at every restaurant you went to for a giveaway to get to stay at her hotel. Obviously, I only went to one, but I love that I have this little memento. I was actually just about to toss it the other day, and then I was like, wait a minute, I will use it in my video. So also when I went there, the place was beautiful. Definitely, it seemed like the entire group of patrons were just fans of the show, which like, okay, that's probably not great for business, but the restaurant was beautiful. We tried the deviled egg flight and the goat cheese balls, and after watching the show for so long, the goat cheese balls definitely were really great. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were overpriced for what they were, but I feel like that was one of the foods I craved so badly after watching Vanderpump Rules. So I was like, you know what, Stassi? These would be good on a Caesar salad, and one of these days I gotta try that. I also got a mocktail while I was there because I actually don't drink, so that was kind of funny to go to one of her restaurants, which I know she's known for her like elaborate drinks and stuff.
Pumptini!
But the mocktail was really good. My boyfriend and his mom, who also don't drink, they tried it, and they were very impressed. Lisa also has her Lake Tahoe restaurant called Wolf, which had these like really like kind of weird promotional images, but like go off, Lisa. And then we'll go quickly into her food and beverage brands. Hers are less interesting because I think they're fairly successful. Oh, she also has her dog shelter, Vanderpump Dogs. Don't worry, bunny, you're staying with me. But okay, I'm just gonna run through some of the brands. She has Vanderpump Wines, Vanderpump Sangria, which we remember on the show, Sandoval and Schwartz were trying to like be like, we wanna work for you for Vanderpump Sangria. And I'll go around St. Louis and people be like, what are you drinking? The Vanderpump Sangria. Like, they're so cringe. I love it. Vanderpump Wines, Vanderpump Sangria, Vanderpump Vodka. There's Vanderpump Elaine, which is a high-end home collections and industrial design in partnership with designer Nick Elaine. I'm looking at the website. Okay, cute. I mean, it's very her. Like, I mean, her style is just like not my style, but there's these things. That's stuff. I have like no reaction to it because it's just like so not, it's not my taste, but it's just not my taste. Like that kind of industrial sort of like fleur-de-lis kind of like Lisa Vanderpump thing is just not necessarily my taste, but like, okay, go off, queen. She has Vanderpump Pets. I mean, so when it comes to her dogs, she's not playing. I obviously think Jiggy's an icon. Rest in peace, baby. But yeah, I saw some of these things on Poshmark, but I just like couldn't rationalize buying one of these things. I looked at the Vanderpump dog stuff, like it's cute, but... And she had some of it on display at Pinky's. So I got to like take a look at it, but like it looks kind of cheap. Like, sorry, Lisa. I'm sorry, Lisa. I die over James always like crying, apologizing to her. He made such good TV. I want him on House of Villains or Traitors. Okay, these costumes are insane. So we got some Vanderpump dog hoodies, like, okay, these are crazy. These like Vanderpump dog tuxedos and like tuxedo dress. It's just so tacky, but like I love it for her, but like not for my dog. I could see Jiggy in them, but like let's be honest, I think Jiggy wears like actually like high-end designer dog clothes. He's not wearing Vanderpump dog. Maybe he is now. Or what's the new one? Donut? She's had a lot of puppies. Cute, but like, you're crazy, girl. Very Vanderpump, her personal lifestyle blog. If you guys are interested, I have a whole idea of like trying to go down and find the blogs of all the cast because they all, like so many of them have their own blog, or at least try to find Lisa and Pandora's blog. What was it called? The Divine Addiction. Because I just think it's like such a funny thing. Blogs were so of their time. Pucker and Pout, girl, don't think I forgot. And I think Stassi had a blog for a while too. So maybe I'll try to do that in a future video. That will take a bit of going on the Wayback Machine, so we'll see. Okay, I typed in Very Vanderpump shop. Merchandise, Vanderpump Wines. Okay, Work Dog Spirits. What are these? What is? Oh, it's a vodka brand. Okay. She loves her animals, girl. Most likely to be a furry, Lisa. Okay, I think we covered... What's the difference between Vanderpump Pets and the Vanderpump Dogs shop? Oh, Vanderpump Pets, girl, you gotta update your website because that website, Vanderpump Pets, is officially up for sale. That domain name. But so it must just all be Vanderpump Dogs. I've seen on Poshmark that she was selling different like dog carriers and stuff. I think in the future we could do a deeper dive and I could look more into like collabs she's done and like, I know someone posted that she's doing flowers now. She's like selling flowers. Honestly, Lisa, go off, queen. I think she is truly that woman. She is that girl, a real business lady. Would I buy a lot of her stuff? Probably not. Will I be going to a restaurant again next time in Vegas? Yeah, I want to try a different one. I try a different one every time. It was overpriced, but it was amazing. I personally think that Lisa should probably stick to the stuff she knows. The wines, the dogs, I mean, that all makes sense. So I wouldn't branch out too further from here, but we're just gonna have to see where she goes next. Also, I'm excited that apparently she's gonna do a show in Vegas because I was thinking that when they rebooted Vanderpump, they absolutely should have done some of the people who are working in Vegas because I know that that must be crazy. So we are closing the chapter on Lisa Vanderpump and moving on to the next cast member. In order of success, then we're gonna move on to Ariana Madix. So Ariana is such a queen. Honestly, okay, so this braid was inspired by Stassi, but I feel like we all know Ariana was the braid queen, honey. She didn't develop too many businesses throughout her time on the show. She did have her cookbook with Tom. Stinky, boo, he was so annoying. And then she had her own cookbook. Yay, Ariana. I didn't buy either of them because they're like actually books about cocktails, so I'm not interested. But love that for her. She and Katie launched something about her, and I know that they had a lot of merch throughout the pandemic. Oh, hi, bunny. Oh, good baby. Okay. So during the pandemic, when Something About Her was starting and Sandoval was going off, I know people bought a lot of Something About Her merch. Again, as I mentioned, we're not really doing merch, but we can look at it together. I would have bought like if they sold like sauces or like anything else. So like, this is no shade, ladies. I love this for you. It's just this merch is not like, I'm not screaming dying over this merch. So that's that on that. I will not be buying this. But cute for you. We love that. But we are going to be trying something from Miss Ariana Madix. So quickly, I found a WordPress blog from pumpheadnation.wordpress.com. I don't know when the last time they updated it was, but there's an article from 2019 called The Failed Businesses of Vanderpump Rules, which I will definitely be referencing. So thank you to Pumphead Nation. You're nuts. I love you for the dedication on this. Don't ever think that this was for nothing, because I very much appreciate this article, because I was doing my own research and then I found this and I was like, this is super helpful. So let's just quickly see. Yeah, Ariana did not make this list. Now we're going to talk about her business called Drink From Home. So in 2021, peak COVID energy, Ariana launched her own direct-to-consumer cocktail box subscription kit called Drink From Home. It was actually featured, I feel like, in one of the seasons. I remember Brock and Scheana doing like a cocktail taste test. I love this for her. I feel like this feels very natural to her brand. She was saying, you know, her cocktail book was successful, and so she wanted to build on top of that. Let's go to the website. So, Drink From Home by Ariana Madix. She says, welcome to Drink From Home. I created DFH to bring the party to you, wherever you are, because what's better than a fun cocktail experience without the hassle of going out? At DFH, we're having fun, mixing delish cocktails at home, easy peasy, complete with fun flavors, unique recipes that are sure to impress. I mean, after all, I created them, and I can't wait to see what you think. XOXO Ariana. Cute. I looked at this website. Obviously, as I mentioned, I don't drink. So there's two categories on her website. There's Drip, which I guess used to have merch, and all I see are some stickers, which are like cute, whatever. And then Sip. And so right now, all she is selling are the cloudberry syrup, which I bought, the tropical tang syrup, the Zen herb syrup, and an OX steel cocktail shaker. I also looked at the Instagram dedicated to DFH. So it seems like the last she posted was March of this year. I don't know where the business stands. I mean, I can see it slowing down from COVID. I think people are less inclined for something like this, but I'm sure it was a major success at the beginning. We're gonna try to make something really fast. Let's see okay, so we're just gonna talk about the packaging and what they're suggesting. So I love clouds, if you didn't know, from my cloud food recipe video. So when I saw something called cloudberry syrup, I was very intrigued. The packaging, I mean, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Is a cloudberry a thing and I just don't know? Oh, a cloudberry is totally a thing. How did I not know about cloudberries? Okay, well, we'll see if I like it. So from what I recall, I bought this a while ago. It's just like in the box. Nothing too fancy. So let's see. On it, it has a little card with some info. Cloudberry syrup. So there's a bunch of different cocktails. I'm going to see if there's any mocktails in here. I don't think there will be. All right. So there's no mocktails on this, but that's okay because I can get creative. LOL. I'm going to make this as simple as possible. I think I'm just going to put this and mix it with seltzer and see how that turns out. Apparently, you're never supposed to put seltzer in a shaker because I was going to like do a little Vanderpump action, but I have nothing to mix this with, so I'm just gonna mix it straight and see how it tastes. Cocktail time, buddy, you cannot have. I'm sorry, you're too little. You can't drink. You're not 21 yet, no. Okay, so we're gonna shake this. I think we're just gonna pour it at the bottom and then add this, and hopefully that'll taste good. Oh, it just smells like, kind of like raspberry-like. Let's hope I like it. Overall, though, the design on the bottle is cute. Oops. This probably wasn't the best mocktail to make, but you guys, I literally don't have anything else, so let's mix it around. Okay, she would definitely not be into this. It's all just like sitting at the bottom of my
Yikes!
Okay, come on, Ariana, mix. Ariana, please don't hate me if I make it this bad. But like, hypothetically, anything should taste good with seltzer, right? Let's try it. Ooh, I mean, all I am is just tasting the flavor in a pseudo mocktail. That's pretty good. It kind of tastes like raspberry a little. I'm probably just drinking straight syrup because it's at the bottom. This is honestly very tasty. Good job, Ariana. No notes. Also, if you're too busy to do this business because you're hosting Love Island and just being like a queen of queens and running your own empire, that's fine too. I'm proud of you for making this business. I would still say this is like vaguely, this is not a failed business. I think this is successful. If she decides to shutter it, I would understand why. but I do think that the flavors seem really inventive, and I'm proud of her. Go you, Ari. Okay, while we're on the subject of something about her, we have to talk about Miss Katie Maloney. My outfit, I feel like, is very inspired by Katie. Also, I will be drinking this throughout my video. So she was Ariana's business partner with Something About Her, helped make that merch. Love that. But she has a couple different businesses under her sleeve. First business Katie launched on Vanderpump Rules was her beauty blog, Pucker and Pout. Let's see if it's still alive. We're just gonna touch on it briefly. No, the domain has expired. So again, I'm gonna go back and do some deep dives if you guys are interested in that. So the blog I'm referencing, Pumphead Nation, wrote this in 2019, and they wrote about the blog. Basically, everything on the site is written by a woman named Jennifer Hoffner, the site's co-founder, apparently. In 2018, she wrote only 5 articles for the site, leaving me to believe it's a little more than a virtual holding place for Katie's half-baked hopes and dreams. Ouch! Pumphead Nation! It's almost reminiscent of Pandora's website, The Divine Addiction, which Stassi used to write for. Dang. In conclusion, there's a lot of things you could, okay, blah, 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 blah. So, that being said, she did have a lipstick, and I looked so hard for this lipstick. Okay, so in 2018, she expanded her blog and did a line of lipsticks with a celebrity beauty brand from makeup artist Julie Hewitt. Let's look and see an old Refinery 29 article. They're saying, another Vanderpump Rules star launched a lipstick line, and it's actually good. Period. This was in 2018. Blah, blah, blah. So there's Pucker, Fuchsia, Pout Nude, and Pump, which is a spicy peach nude. I decided to pay homage to the Pucker color by using this like very 2014, 2015 purpley sort of fuchsia lipstick. I have not worn this color lipstick in like over 10 years, but I had to for Miss Maloney. Refinery says they look great, and to be honest, we know Julie Hewitt's formulas tend to be nourishing and highly pigmented. But let's not forget one thing, in the midst of the announcement, Lala Kent came first. Kent's cruelty-free line, Give Them Lala, is surprisingly chic and expansive. Okay, girl, were you paid by Lala? No, I'm just kidding. And we're gonna talk about Lala's beauty line after. So this was kind of the extent of Katie Maloney's lipstick and beauty endeavors, but I feel like she had such fun style and still does, so I'm surprised she never did any sort of like fashion line or even like a Depop store. Funnily enough, I got this shirt, which Katie also seemed to have. I found someone on Poshmark when I typed in Vanderpump Rules, just like pull up this top, and she's like, Katie Maloney also wore it, so I was like, bye. But I really feel like Katie should sell a Depop, like a curated Depop reselling thing. I think that would be such a good business idea for her. However, she seems to have her hands full with her podcast Disrespectfully with former VPR star Dana Kathan. And also I hear she's going to be on House of Stassi with Stassi. So I was like, oh my God, amazing. Love that for you, Katie. I had mixed feelings about you throughout the show, but I'm really happy to see you thrive. And may I say, I have this joke where I wish I could be paid to tell women how they should like, if they should have short hair, long hair, or be blonde or not. And you absolutely need to keep your hair dark brown and short. You look so good with short hair. And I don't say that about a lot of people. I don't look good with short hair. But she looks so good with short hair that I just love it for her. I eat it up. Good job, Katie. Moving on. Since we talked about Lala Kent's beauty line, Give Them Lala already, I figured we'd talk about it now. Lala Kent. Okay, throughout the show, you know, she had all of her business. She was modeling and acting.
Listen. I don't know what you think you saw, but I'm a cop, all right? I ain't gonna hurt you.
She is a star. Listen, one thing about Lala, I was saying this on TikTok the other day, that girl is fearless, and I love that about her. So she also had a book, so did a lot of them. So Ariana had a book. Katie, I don't think had a book yet. Lala had a book, and that was the whole thing. It wasn't a New York Times bestseller, but girl, that's not a metric of whether or not a book is successful. Anywho, so then she launched Give Them Lala. Let's look up all the tea on this one. Okay, we're looking at the About page. Hashtag give, it's funny because I would put all of, if you're gonna say hashtag, I'd put them all in a hashtag, not just hashtag give, but okay, whatever. Hashtag Give Them Lala Beauty. A cruelty-free, high-quality cosmetics line showing a large collection of color cosmetics, including glosses, matte liquid lipsticks, cream products, highlighters, eyeliners, and more by Lala Kent. Lala is currently working hard to expand the line and release new formulas and products in the near future. Give Them Lala Beauty is a proud partner of PETA. We know she loves her PETA. And our products and ingredients are never tested on animals. Slay, girl. And then, okay, she wrote, I started Give Them Lala Skin. I didn't realize she had 2. I started Give Them Lala Skin because I believe there's nothing more beautiful than a fresh face. We are here to help prevent breakouts, fine lines, and give you an epic glow so you can take on the day or night makeup free. Honestly, slay Lala. Her skin is gorgeous, so I love that for her. Let's look up the website. Oh, girl, Give Them Lala Beauty. It's defunct now. I hate, okay, may I just say, I love Lala. This isn't about her, but I hate when people like to rebrand something, they like delete everything. I just feel like the archivist in my heart gets really irritated with that because I'm like, no, we need to maintain certain things on the internet for history purposes, but whatever. Okay, so let's just look at her website then. It looks like a lot of the products have sold out on them, so maybe she's trying to sell through her products. And I'll be honest, I found this on Amazon. The packaging, it's that one drawing she loves of herself, that she's wearing that shirt when she goes, you want to talk about my man? Wait, how does it go? And you're trying to mention my man again? Are you trying to get popped or are you trying to get along? Because we can go both ways. I'm not trying to get popped.
And you're gonna mention my man again? Are you trying to get popped or are you trying to get along? Because we can go both ways.
I don't want to get popped.
Iconic. So she loves this drawing. I don't know where it comes from, but like, go off, queen. I remember people reading somewhere that people said that they had some Give Me Lala or Give Them Lala in their Ipsy bag, so maybe they sold off some stock there. Okay, again, Lala, I love you, but why is just the give part hashtagged? It should be all one word if you're gonna use the hashtag correctly. I got the Showstopper highlight. They had limited stuff on Amazon, but I was like, if I'm doing this sort of like 2015 to 2020 look, I gotta have some highlighter. Also note the winged eyeliner. The winged eyeliner is very Miss Katie Maloney. That's quite pretty, so let's swatch it. Oh man, that looks nice. Can you see that? Like, that's pretty. Okay, Lala. Oh, and I love that it has a mirror. Okay, let's do some classic highlight. I should have used a highlighter brush, but whatever. Okay. It's so of the time, but it's not too bad. It's nice. In general, I have dry skin though, so I'm a little bit more into liquid products, but that's pretty. Do the little Ariana Grande tip of the nose and maybe some brow bone action. Okay, I think that's pretty. Okay, everybody, just give them Lala. I have so much highlighter on my face now, but I'm kind of into it. Okay, so obviously with Lala, she also had a very successful line of merch, the Give Them to Daryl sweatshirts. They're all over Poshmark. Listen, I love Lala. If I were to give her business advice, girl, release a line of hoops. Those ones you wore in Waikiki are extremely important to me. I actually don't think she was misguided in making a makeup line. I think though that unfortunately her timing, the market was just like very oversaturated, but her dedication to cruelty-free is really cool to me. I really love Lala. I have a very soft spot for her in my heart, and I want to support whatever she needs to do to keep her pod going strong. I know she does a lot of work with Amazon affiliate partnerships and those little like live streams that they do. I know she's doing the influencer thing. She's also doing the podcast thing. She originally had a podcast called Give Them Lala, but she's changed it to Untraditionally Lala. I kind of love Give Them Lala because I feel like maybe she felt like she wanted to sort of shed this like older version of herself, but like I just love who she is, and I'm so happy she's on the Valley because the fact that she is so willing to call people out for their like poor behavior is just so remarkable. So she's had the podcast for a while now, and then in 2025 she started a podcast called An Unlikely Affair with her baby daddy's other baby mama, Amber Childress, who is so beautiful and iconic. I mean, Lala's obviously stunning. Like, these girls have the most like beautiful mothers in the world. And she was on You, Candace, queen. She's a queen. I mean, okay, I have to actually listen to their new podcast, but I would love if they went into the Randall scandal of it all, but I feel like there's probably a lot they can't say. Because when I watched the Randall scandal, ooh, the way he treated Bruce Willis, I'm like, oh my God, nightmare. I don't think Give Them Lala Beauty was all that bad. Would I go out of my way for it, or like, would it be in Sephora? I don't think so, but I think if this came out before that huge wave of celebrities having beauty lines, honestly, it could have had a good run for its money. The quality was pretty good, so I'm not mad about it. And I'll probably keep using this highlighter if I ever need highlighter. We are moving on to Miss Scheana Shay. Scheana, she should have had a MAC collaboration back in the day. The way she got so much use out of that Candy Yum Yum. And okay, so later we'll talk about, she did a false lashes line, but her false lashes were like out of control. Like, loved. Scheana, I obviously have mixed feelings on. I kind of want her on the Valley just because like I want the drama between her and Lala. Like, I think that would be fun to watch. But I'll be honest, the reason why I'm not as into the Valley as I am, or as I was into Vanderpump Rules, is because it's like, my sisters and I were talking about this. When you get to a certain age, like past your 20s, all the like tea and drama is like always sad. It's like, oh, people getting divorced or like having affairs or something's wrong with their kid. And that's like not fun. Whereas like the tea when they were all younger on Vanderpump was like so much fun. Because like nobody, I mean, of course people were hurt, but like it wasn't the same kind of thing from our weird voyeuristic perspective, okay? So with Scheana, you know, like, ooh, hearing about her book and like Brock cheating, I was like, ooh, I fell for him too. I was like, oh, Brock, not that he's a changed man or anything, but he seemed pretty legit. And I was like, oh, he's so sweet. I love a Kiwi. So I was like, oh, that's so sweet. But fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you're dead. You're going to get popped. Scheana also should have had a sock bun line at some point. But okay, let's go into her businesses. So from what I recall in the show, she obviously did like acting before the Pizza Girl, Jonas Brothers, and she didn't talk too much about businesses, but the first one they talked about, and it never fully got off the ground, was the divorce closet, and it was the idea she and Rob had. I don't think it's a terrible idea, but honestly, you just go on Facebook Marketplace, and it's basically the divorce closet. You see a lot of people selling things like, I remember one time I had this coworker who was like, I'm selling a bike. My wife left me in the middle of the night, and I have a bunch of her stuff. And when I went over to his place to look at the bike, because I really wanted a bike at the time, he was like, do you want any of her like clothes? And I was like, no, like I'm scared. Anywho, basically the divorce closet would have been, also it reminds me of my sister wives closet, but okay. It would have been a place for divorcees to sell stuff. And I mean, that never really happened. Honestly, not the worst idea. I think if they actually launched it at the time, it could have been successful, but like nowadays the market's like just so oversaturated and making a separate marketplace just like wouldn't be a good idea. But kudos for trying. I know Scheana had a YouTube channel for a while. Let's see, does she still upload? Yeah, she is actively uploading on her YouTube channel, her podcast Shenanigans. She's actually had her podcast for a while now. Go off, queen. And she's doing her little music. She's still launching her little good as gold like punk edit. So love that for her. Oh my God, this is amazing. So I guess at one point Scheana had a Shein line, which the fact that it was Shein x Scheana instead of Shein, like that's where I would have gone with it, but okay, whatever. So she had a fashion collab with them. Oh my God, that's so funny. I kind of am remembering it now. Fashion Scheana x Shein. Oh, no, the website's defunct now. Obviously, we don't support fast fashion in this binge. Okay, but let's see. That was in August of 2025. Scheana Shay embraces the Scheana name with a bold fashion collection. Da-da-da-da-da. The Scheana x Scheana collection, or the Shein x Scheana collection, personally curated by Scheana, features coordinating styles for men, women, and kids, inspired by her life as a mom and entertainer. I've always loved Shein for their affordable and on-trend styles. Girl, we know you have. We know you have. So partnering with them felt like such an opportunity to embrace the Scheana name in a positive and playful way, said Scheana Shay. This collection feels so authentic to me, and I think my fans will love it. It's stylish, elevated, and unapologetically me. I'm proud to offer pieces that feel put together and easy to mix and match for the entire family. With prices ranging from $3 to $50, the collection reflects Shein's commitment to delivering trend-forward fashion at an accessible price point. Okay, let's look at some of this stuff. I remember these photos. The photos are beautiful. I mean, lovely family. I mean, the collection's very Scheana. But I love it. I don't know. I kind of live for Sheena's Delulu. Like, that's kind of iconic for her. So yeah, I mean, there she is in her little zebra moment. Family. Cute. Like, we're here for it. Now, to the important stuff. Viva Verona lashes. Okay, let's look at when she launched these and if they're still together. So 3 years ago, me and Ariana made out at the fucking Golden Nugget. Yes, that did happen. No, okay, I'm sorry. Every time anything's 3 years ago, I immediately launch into that monologue. But 3 years ago, Scheana did launch her own lash line in June of 2022. Okay, so almost 4 years ago, actually. Oh man, her Instagram posts only go up to a year. So I got a pair off eBay because they were impossible to find. Let me see if there's even a website still. Because when you click, there is a link. Oh, no. Typo in the domain. And also, you can never say Ariana was a fake friend to Scheana because she is all up in that Instagram being like, love it, love these lashes. So I wasn't able to find them anywhere, but I did find them on eBay. So I'm putting myself at risk here to try on these Viva Verona lashes, okay? I don't know how many she launched, and I don't know what happened to the business. I don't think she ever posted about it, so I'm gonna have to do some research. The first post was June of 2022, and then the last post was August of 2023. The thing is, this seemed like such a natural business move for Scheana, so I'm surprised it flopped, but I have to let you guys in on a secret. I don't really know how to use false eyelashes. It's like the one beauty thing I can't quite figure out. So we're gonna do this together, and you're gonna wish me luck. And then I'm gonna wear them for the rest of the video, okay? But look at these. Okay, so the instructions on the back. They're faux mink lashes, 1 pair lash adhesive included. Cruelty-free, there we go. How to wear. Trim lashes if needed to fit your eye shape and apply our Viva Verona lash adhesive included inside to the lash base. Then gently place lashes above your natural line and let the adhesive dry. Scheana's secret: after applying adhesive, wait for 7 seconds for it to activate before applying the lash for perfect wear. I'm scared, and also that can't be Scheana's only secret. I'm not obviously gonna use the glue inside because who knows how old that, I mean, I can tell you how old it is. It's 4 years old. So I bought other lash glue. I know we have to trim them on the edge, so we're just gonna do this eye first. We're gonna use our Give Them Lala as our mirror. Okay, we got this, you guys. And the thing is, you guys, I want to be a lashes girly, but just something has stopped me. I mean, I try. I got the magnetic ones. Yeah, that's way too long. Okay, so we're just gonna trim the ends. I need more beverage. Okay, I'm gonna trim. There, I trimmed some of it off. Okay, we got this. We got this, you guys. So I'm gonna put a little mascara on. Then I'm going to pop open the lash glue. Mind you, you guys, at the Target that I got the lash glue from, they were like, oh, because I was like, is there any lash glue? And they're like, oh, we have to lock it up. I was like, let the baddies live. Like, what the hell? Okay, so I don't know if I can zoom in on, but I'm adding this.
Yikes!
Ah! Oh no, it stuck to my finger. You guys, why didn't any of you tell me not to do that? Okay. Ah, oh my god, see? Ah, okay. Strip lashes are like nightmare fuel for me. Oh no. Oh no, you guys, it's like just, I mean, the side looks okay, but like the front won't stay down. Can I like put more glue? I'm kind of scared to do that though. You guys, I'm scared. Okay. I feel like it looks like fairly good. I don't want to hurt myself, but I want it to look right. It's like, it's just the front bit that won't stick down. Okay, I know what to do. I'm gonna go grab something. Okay, I got an eyelash curler, and this like, it's supposed to like help, it's supposed to help put on the lashes. Ah! You guys, this is a dangerous game I'm playing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be crazy. I'm just gonna cut a little bit off the front. Oh no, just the back. And shove them a little bit further back. Then I think they'll be perfect. Am I totally messing everything up? Probably. You guys, this is stressful for me. Okay, more glue, and we're gonna try this again. Okay, then I'm really gonna let it set. I'm gonna sing, because we're good as gold. I wonder if Scheana does that. Because we're good as gold. Because we're good as gold, baby. The girl I wanna be. Which song do you like better? Good as gold or the girl I wanna be? Also, if you guys ever want like a scary Wikipedia to do, look up what happened to Tom Sandoval's bandmate in that TIP band. It's crazy. He totally jumped off a bridge. Ew, he was like a Scientologist or something. You guys, I'm so bad at this. Okay, you guys, I think we got it. I'm trying to just like fuse. You guys, I think we got it. Oh my god. Oh my god, glam, Scheana. Okay, so then I'm gonna put some mascara. I feel like I can see it, but I think it's pretty glued on. Maybe the secret all along was to sing Good as Gold. And then, do I curl it? Do I risk curling it? Okay, I'm gonna try. Then I have to do this all over again. Okay, you guys, that does not look so bad. The girl I wanna be. Okay. Now we have to do the second one. Also, already this like drives me nuts because I feel like I can see it and feel it. This is how you know I'm not an eyelash girl. So hopefully we learned a little bit from that one. Cut off more than we think. That look right? I can't get it because I feel like the strip lash in the front always, like why are they made flat? They should be made like curved, in my humble opinion. But I mean, literally, the baddies would know what to do and I would not. But yeah, no, I think Touch in Public was like a way better band, or like the song was catchier than any of the other ones. Oh, but what am I thinking? Ain't nobody got me feeling like I'm feeling you, like I'm feeling you. That is the song of Vanderpump Rules. I was singing to my sister the other day on a voice note, the what's it for, what's it for, what's it for? I mean, not to be like making fun of her because the song is about her dad, which like, oh, rip, your dad seemed wonderful. But I just thought, I mean, it's a funny song. It's like funny to sing her old music. But no, the album artwork for Ain't Nobody, the album artwork, ooh, girl, the cornrows, Lala. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this, you guys. Let's try this.
Everybody freeze, put your hands up. We ain't about to take it easy, hope your cake's up. London with the beach, here we go so in. Got a girl with a friend,
Why does it keep popping up?
yeah, she's sweet. Got the pain and the koozie up in the suite. Taking pics with the side chick, ooh, delete. I bet you wondering how I keep it all so neat. Yeah, back in the days, 14 years. Going up London town, yes, no fears. Went on a vacay, yes, it was a teaser. Later found out
Okay, this tool actually is super helpful. The girl I wanna be. Okay, this one actually looks better than this one. Okay, let me add some fresh mascara. God, I don't know how she does this because, like, I don't know if I'm just not used to wearing eyelashes or if they're too far down. I feel like I can see them. All right, zoom in. Blink, 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 blink. The girl I wanna be. I feel like Scheana. Scheana had the craziest eyelashes throughout the show, but honestly, sometimes her lower lashes look so nice, and I'm like, damn, you know what? I'm happy that she was writing her beauty blog for The Divine Addiction. Yeah, like this one kind of has a bald spot right here, but whatever. They came on, they came out, that's good. Now we are moving on to the next one. Whoa, God, I can't handle wearing these. They're so heavy. Okay, now we're moving on to the next one, Miss Stassi Schroeder. So, Stassi, obviously on the show, was just a waitress, as they all were. She has her podcast. She had several books. Oh, Scheana also had a book. Several books. And at one point, she was saying that she had her own statement necklace line. So let's read a little bit about the statement necklaces from Pumphead Nation. So remember, this was 2019. Disclaimer, if I'm sure of one thing, it's my love for Stassi Schroeder. This section about her line of statement necklaces is not mocking in nature, despite the satirical nature of the blog post in general. On her website, in parentheses, which was not a secure connection, by the way, Stassi described her line of statement necklaces as Egyptian goddess chic with a ladylike twist. I think it's pretty clear she absolutely nailed it. The necklaces were sold at Prima Donna, an NYC boutique that, you guessed it, is no longer in business. But no one bounces back like Stassi. Currently, she has a book, a podcast, a wine, and even a line of meats. I cannot wait for the moment she transitioned into Lauren Conrad territory as a total lifestyle guru. I forgot about the Witches of WeHo. Okay, so Katie was involved. It was Katie, Stassi, and Kristen. Let's see if we can still get the Witches of WeHo wine. You can still buy the Witches of WeHo wine. That is awesome. Yep, that is still available. I hope they still make money off that. They have an Instagram that has not been updated since 2023. I mean, there's a certain point with like how many more pictures of these wine bottles can you post? So let's see if there are any more of the businesses Stassi made. So let's see. So we got the Straight Up with Stassi, her podcast that has been long running. Honestly, she and Scheana kind of had podcasts before they really blew up. Book publishing, The Good, The Bad, and The Baby, a Patreon exclusive parenting and family focused podcast with her husband, Beau. She's currently on Vanderpump Villa, which I love her being on there, and she's launching her own show, House of Stassi, which I mentioned when I was talking about Katie. She monetizes her personal brand through brand partnerships, affiliate marketing, and curated shopping lists on Shop My. But I want to know, what was this meat line? Stassi Schroeder wine business. Let's see. Okay, Witches of WeHo wine, but that's the only one that I'm seeing. Oh, here we go. Wine business. Love it. Oh, it was from Delish. I guess they purchased. Oh, the article's gone. That is so annoying. You guys, I'm extremely passionate about internet archivalness, because I really hate seeing that, or when I look for an article and it just doesn't exist anymore. That's really dangerous. Anyway, luckily, USA Today wrote about it. So in 2020, they go, Stassi Schroeder and Kristen Doty's Witches of WeHo wine pulled from shelves after racially insensitive remarks. Yay, I remember that. I guess they're still selling it though. They launched it in 2019. Pump Nation said she had a line of meats. I gotta see this. I've never heard of this anywhere. Okay, yeah, can't find it. However, you guys, I did stumble upon a gold mine. So when I tried to find her statement necklace line and like, did that ever even launch? Obviously, I guess she sold through this Prima Donna website. So in our good year of 2026, I found something even better. Stassi's mom and Stassi run their own Etsy store with a ton of jewelry as well. And what's extra cool is a lot of these pieces, they'll point out to when the girls wore them on the show. So let's see. Katie Maloney did a collaboration with them where she did this like card and these dice pendants. I thought that was really cute. Kristen's Reunion 5 pearl necklace and her Mariposa butterfly ring or pendants and stuff. But I was just so tickled that I was like, oh, I can get the same jewelry Stassi has. And like, I almost bought a couple different things. I like thought about this pearl necklace, but then my boyfriend was like, let's try to get you something that like you actually think is high quality and like will actually wear again for the price point. So I got a pair of earrings. So the packaging was like pretty standard, just like a box, but okay, that has my address. So I got this cute little letter with it with jewelry instructions. I think that this was the origin of her statement necklace line. I'm not sure how involved Stassi is with the business now, if it's just kind of a thing her mom runs. In the little thank you note, it is signed by both of them, so I don't know if her mother is just forging her signature, but either way, very cute. Of course, I had to get something. Duh. So, without further ado, I got the 14 gold carat gold fill huggy hoops with freshwater pearls. Oh, let me take these off. It's so cute. In the listing, there's all these photos of Stassi wearing them. So I'm like, oh my God, Stassi, we're the same. Oh, cute. Okay, so the packaging is super simple. Just this little white envelope and a little cleaning cloth. These are very cute. I wanted to channel Stassi with this necklace, although I do feel like a choker is not quite the 2012 statement necklace, but I was like, oh my God, not just any choker. It's my Aquarius astrology themed choker. Never forget that one crystal lady. She's like, James, you're an Aquarius. I'm honored to be in your presence, or something like that. Anyway, look how cute these are. I will actually wear these a lot. They're very cute. It's funny too, because when you look on the website, some of these, it's like very old photos of Stassi, but I'm like, get it, queen. These ones look more recent. But I just love how much her mom clearly loves her daughter, and it's very cute. It's a real cute throwback. Like there's like a tiara or like a headband she wore. Season 6 reunion pearl bracelet. Like I'm like, oh my God. I think her mom is as big of a fan as we are. I mean, probably a bigger fan of Stassi, obviously. She is her daughter. But like this was such a fun little wormhole I fell down in the internet. Like Lala's gold fringe hoops. I was like, this is so fun. For a Vanderpump fan, I was like, this is amazing. So thank you, queen. I think that's all for my Stassi related businesses. Again, very excited for her reality show. Oh, she has, yeah, multiple books. I've probably already said that. Queen, go off. Now we're moving on to the Toms, Tom Schwartz and Tom Sandoval. I think neither of them besides Tom and then Schwartz and Sandy's, which failed, and then Tom, which about to fail. I think that those two haven't really released any individual products. However, I have something crazy that you guys are gonna lose your mind over. Read it and weep, Standerpumps. I have 24 karat gold labubu. No, I have the bedazzled Tom hoodie. This was the iconic hoodie that Raquel wore just out and about one day, and then Tom wore when he dressed up as her for Halloween. Super creepy. It is an iconic Tom hoodie. I bought mine off Poshmark. I spent way too much on this thing, but I had to. It's like Vanderpump Rules history. And I don't think you can get it anymore. Let's look up Tom merch. Okay, someone's selling it for $115. The Vanderpump merchandise store. Yeah, you can get another one of the rhinestone shirts, but it's the logo I don't like. This is the logo I thought was kind of cool. Oh, I will say though, Lisa on her website, Vanderpump Shop, has all these different candles, and I'm so curious as to like what the different stores' candles would smell like, but not curious enough to actually buy them. Also, Lisa, no shade, I've never liked this Tom logo. It always reminds me of that one Disney movie with all the like robots and stuff. I'm not into it. This one's much more like glam rock, much more of the boys, I think. But anyway, so neither Tom Schwartz nor Tom Sandoval, I believe, launched any businesses other than their restaurants. Let's look it up though. Frankly, Tom Sandoval should have a skincare line because he was like a man talking about skincare like way early before like, you know, men talk about skincare all the time now. Yeah, they had Schwartz and Sandy's, which closed after 2 years. Whoa, Sandoval also runs a limited liability company, an LLC, called 551 Productions, which established his podcast and media ventures. And then he co-authored the book with Ariana. Okay, not much. And then, oh, and they finally sold their house, so he made some money off of that. I hope he pays his mother back. Now let's look up Tom Schwartz. Oh, he was supposed to make his Moo line. That never happened. Only Moo. What was the even point that he brought that up? He was like, oh yeah, and I gotta make my Moo line. I can't remember. Yeah, just the same old, same old. Okay. So now we're gonna talk about Jax and Brittany. First of all, we couldn't talk about either of them without Mamaw's beer cheese. I think about Mamaw's beer cheese all the time. Let's see if it's on this. Okay, so our good friend Pumphead Nation wrote about the beer cheese. On an extremely current note, Jax and Brittany in a recent episode have announced they are business owners of a new beer cheese company because of millions of viewers after seeing Mamaw's beer cheese have demanded they wanted to taste it. Because Mamaw's beer cheese looked delicious and not disgusting, and because Brittany's Kentucky charm is nothing if not aspirational. The issue, much like the creators of Firefest, Jax and Brittany have no product or distributor. Yeah, so I don't think Mamaw's beer cheese ever really got off the ground, but I will say that at one point they were selling it at Jax's little restaurant pop-up in Studio City, and then she was like, when they broke up, she's like, take it off the menu. I don't want Mamaw getting involved in all that. And I was like, that is so funny and iconic. I do kind of yearn for what the flavor tastes like, but I'm not that hungry. And I probably wouldn't buy it if I saw it in stores. No offense. Backpacking off Jackson Studio City, that was his bar venture that flopped. It was a more recent one. And you can find, okay, so in the Valley, his first or second season, they were talking about how he has this eBay store, and I tried really hard to find it. He closed down the one that fans found, but I did find one that was selling hats and shirts from Jax Studio City, but then it didn't look like it was Jax's official site, so I don't know. I tried looking for his eBay store, which is another one of his businesses, but we have Jax Taylor's fitness app that is called Jax Taylor Fitness App. I don't think you can download it anymore, but the Instagram is still live. It was last updated in 2014, and according to Pump Nation, they said the Twitter was still alive, so let's look it up. Yeah, no, I mean, they haven't updated the Twitter since 2014. Have cool workouts? Share them with me and I'll post them. Let's keep changing though. What? Let's keep changing though has up. What? Stay cool and stay hydrated. It's gonna be a hot one. A gallon of water as soon as you wake up. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. So, flop of a business. Love that for him. Next, Jax has quite a few. Then he had his sweater line, which I thought never got off the ground, but I guess he did with some company called Excalibur, which was a Chinese online retailer that no longer exists. And they ranged between $125 and $295. So the New York Post posted an article in 2014 talking about this line. I mean, it's the New York Post, so like, take it with a grain of salt, but never before has there been a more appropriate reality business venture than Jax Taylor's sweater line. It's a match made in product promotion heaven. Taylor, a bartender and actor, is the 35-year-old chiseled breakout character on Bravo's Vanderpump Rules. The Lothario's star-making moment came in the show's first season when, in a fit of rage, he ripped off a chunky cable knit sweater to reveal his rock-hard solid abs. I get asked about the sweater pretty much every single day, Taylor tells the Post. I mean, it was an iconic sweater, and he says he still has it. He said if Andy doesn't want it for the clubhouse, he's gonna auction off for charity. I so wonder where that sweater is today. Blah, 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 blah. But fans of the show and Taylor's hot bod won't have to wait until then to get a chunk of Jax's style. In June, he partnered with Excalibur for a line of fall sweaters for men and women made of fabrics imported from Milan and Mexico, available at Excalibur Shoes. I mean, I don't think this was ever really real, but go off, Jax. And don't worry, we're gonna talk about his cameo later at the end. I mean, Jax also was like he made every business I would have told him. A fitness app, sweater line, a bar. I mean, he kind of did everything I would have told him to do. There's a 2024 article. What does Jax Taylor do for a job? I mean, he's an influencer basically at this point. Yeah, okay, blah, blah, blah. Hi, bunny. Oh, go into the cave. Go into the cave. Go, baby. Now let's see Brittany Cartwright. I think her businesses, I know she had like a Jenny Craig sponsorship. Mamaw's Beer Cheese, as we talked about. They rebranded Jax's to Brits once. That was kind of fun. Yeah, so that was briefly, but I think, what is Brits Studio City still open? Brits WeHo, let's see. She confirms her bar is no longer opening. Okay, so I think that was just a little publicity stunt, but okay, go off, queens. Yeah, so Brittany, I mean, I would tell her to do like a hair accessory line, but honestly, maybe product lines aren't for everybody. I don't really know if any of them, I mean, Scheana and the eyelashes felt pretty perfect. I still wish I knew what happened, but. Okay, we're gonna talk about Kristen Doty, and then we're gonna quickly jump on Cameo and see who of the cast is on Cameo. So Kristen launched her line James May, which is a line of t-shirts. And honestly, I looked to be like, oh, I wonder if I can find, wait, after the failure of Vegaholic, what is Vegaholic? Kristen Doty had what is this, a wellness blog? Kristen Doty had a blog? I didn't even know about Vegaholic. Oh, she had a vegetarian blog called Vegaholic. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a separate video where I deep dive all of these people's blogs because that was such a time to have a blog. Anywho, okay, back to James May. So she launched a t-shirt line called James May. I don't remember what the name inspiration comes from. They describe it as 70s inspired rock band graphic tee line. La da 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 da. Let's see. So I looked at the website now. It is still up and kicking. Love Kristen. Love that. So yeah, they got a lot of t-shirts. The thing I was mildly curious about buying but didn't was she had this little line of like, it was like Palo Santo crystals. I would have told her to kind of drop the t-shirts and just get into crystals because I think that's much more up her alley. But I mean, hey, if the t-shirts are selling, and I like that it's not just merch. Frankly, she has some like the Valley Crew merch, but other than that, it's all new designs. So I'm like, okay, queen, I'm here for it. She sells candles. Yeah, candles and these little like, oh, beanie. Sorry, she moved my tripod. She's got this line of candles. She sells these little like wellness items. Honestly, slay. Love that for you, Kristen. Did you do anything else? I almost bought something, but then I was like, I wear graphic t-shirts, but I don't really wear ones with just like a little saying on them. That's not really my thing. But let's see if she, and back to the Vegaholic really fast. So jail that when she was dating Tom, he took her to get Korean barbecue when she's a vegetarian. That is so horrendous. The one thing they serve is meat there. So crazy. Okay. Oh, and obviously she's on the Valley along with Lala, Schwartz, and Brittany. Oh, I guess she has a podcast too. Oh, and so does Brittany and Jax. They got their little podcast, which is of WeHo Wine. Love, iconic. Look at Kristen, you're just slaying. Now, really fast, those are gonna be all the people we're covering today, but I do wanna see which of them is on Cameo because that's just too fun. So Cameo would be another income stream for these cast members. I wonder who's on here and what they're charging. So I just typed in Vanderpump Rules. Okay, we got Jax Taylor at $182. People have been saying that they really love his messages. He's always starting them with that he's the #1 guy in the group. Love that. Lisa Vanderpump is $300. Okay, makes sense. Tom Sandoval is $289. I was like, that's crazy that you're $10 less than Lisa. Scheana Shay, $150. Okay, that clocks. Peter, $99. Peter, that's a little bit high, don't you think? Oh my God, Raquel Leviz is $111. Venus Binkley on VPR, one of the few on the new VPR that I like, $35. Joe is $60. You guys, Rob Parks Valletta, i.e. the guy who can hang a TV on the wall in under 7 minutes, i.e. the guy who doesn't like to make out, the hypothetical father of the hypothetical child, Madison Parks Valletta. He's on here. Girl, what a cloud chaser. Get out of here, $50. That is crazy that he's on there. We got Tom's ex-assistant, Anne, for $60. We got Brittany's mom for $45. There's like a bunch of new people that I don't really know or care about. Penny, the sandwich lady, she's on there for $50. Brock is on there for $50. Okay, who's buying one from Brock? Okay, so I believe that is all of the businesses that we are going to be talking about today. If I forgot any iconic Vanderpump related businesses, let me know down below. Let me know if you'd like to see the post where I talk all about the various blogs from the Vanderpump verse. I also feel like I could revisit the products from Summer House and do some more over there. Or if you want to see me try like Harry Hamlin's pasta sauce. Oh, that was another one. I was like, James, why didn't you ever release pasta sauce? Although, let's be honest, I probably wouldn't have bought it. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the pasta. Although I would try Harry Hamlin's pasta. Anyway, I'm telling you, I got lots of ideas cooking, but let me know if there's anything that pops out to you that you'd want to see. I was surprised by the quality of all these products, but honestly, A+ to the Vanderpump squad. This was such a fun video. Thank you so much for watching me. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.